Public.com's Invitational Handicapping Contest, Week 3. I'm your host, Sonny Palermo, and tonight I'll be taking you pick by pick through the selections of our 2 Invitational Handicappers. We'll get to them in a minute, but first a recap where we are so far. Week 1's contest went to Red, the bookmaker over at sportsbetting.com. Last week we had Ben Burns up against Ron Raymond. Both did very well. Ben set the new high water mark, 5-1 against the spread. Both of them hit their best bets for the week, bringing the contest bets up to 3-1 now. And we've got 2 more for you tonight. So first up tonight, we've got Ted Sevransky. Ted's one of those most respected handicappers, most popular handicappers out there. Long time in the business, friend of the show. Ted's up against Joe Saumarez Smith, who is the gaming writer for Bloomberg News. So let's start with Teddy. First up, Ted's over in the colleges for a couple picks, starting with Northwestern +7 at Purdue. And Ted says that Purdue is physically and emotionally drained after last-minute losses to Oregon, Northern Illinois, and Notre Dame over the last 3 weeks. Let's go with Northwestern. So Ted's taking Northwestern +7 there. In his second pick, Western Michigan +6.5 at Northern Illinois. After last week's loss to Idaho as a double-digit favorite, Northern Illinois is now 1-10 against the spread as a home favorite in their last 11 tries. And I got screwed on that Northern Illinois bet as one of the team totals I used over at BetRepublic.com Saturday afternoon. Double-digit favorite, and they came out flat. Kate Moss flat. So Ted's got Western Michigan plus the points there. Next pick, staying in the college, Teddy going with Kansas State at Iowa State, and he's looking at Iowa State -3. Don't expect Bill Snyder's second go-round in Manhattan to work out as well as his first, taking Iowa State here -3. Now we're going to head out to the pros. New England and Baltimore over 44.5. The Ravens are suddenly the highest scoring team in the AFC, but their pass defense is more than a little suspect in 2009. We talked about this in the show over at BetRepublic.com earlier today in the Friday betting show and also on the Thursday show. One of the totals I'm looking at, I like this game over. A surprising stat, Teddy mentioned it here. Not a lot of people know it, and it's just surprising when you hear it. The Ravens are the highest scoring team in the AFC. So Teddy likes the over here. I think New England found their offense last week. I like this one over myself. For his 5th pick, Teddy, Buffalo Bills at Miami Dolphins. He likes the Dolphins +2. Ted says there's very little drop-off between Chad Pennington and Chad Henne. I'd say it's a step up. But the betting marketplace, as usual, overreacts to quarterback injuries. Let's go with the underdog home team and take the Dolphins. And I agree with Ted. I like that pick myself. Arkansas, -1 at Texas A&M. Teddy's back in NCAA for his best bet. The Aggies' youth and inexperience are a big problem playing in the first game away from home against a battle-tested SEC squad. Teddy likes Arkansas -1 as my best bet. Now we go over to Joe Saumarez Smith, and Joe's got San Diego +6.5. Joe's all dogs, all NFL. That's how the pros bet them. Let's take a look at Joe's stuff. San Diego +6.5. This is an anti-Steelers bet. They don't look special to me this season, and I think the betting public still likes them too much based on the Super Bowl. I'll buy the half point for my own bets, though, as I want to own the 7. For the contest, though, 6.5, but Joe's letting you know in his pocket he's buying the 7. I do it myself. I don't get beat laying 3.5. I don't get beat taking 2.5, and I don't get bet laying 7.5 or giving 6.5, taking 6.5 rather. Joe's first pick, San Diego +6.5. Jets +7 at New Orleans. This should be a great game with both sides unbeaten. They will each fancy their chances. It looks like a game where it could go either way, so the Jets with a TD looks very fair to me. Next pick, Detroit +10 at Chicago. Most people can't have the Lions on their mind, but in a divisional matchup, giving up that many points is a lot. Remember last year, they only lost by 3 when they were 12-point dogs, and they were a lot worse last year. The Bears have failed on 6 of the last 7 occasions they have been asked to cover a double-digit point spread. I got to go with Joe, too, on this one. I can't lay 10 points with that Chicago team. They've been winning, but they haven't been winning with dominating fashion. Detroit as long as they didn't go out and party too much all week long from finally winning. Got that monkey off the back. Plus the 10 looks good to me too. Tennessee at Jacksonville, +3. He's got Jacksonville. I'm not a massive fan of either team, but I have a feeling the Titans will have half an eye on their Sunday Night Football encounter next weekend against the Colts. All the stats are against this bet, but the Titans don't feel like a winning team to me, and with only a field goal to cover, I can take the Jags. The public are all on the Titans too, which gives me some comfort that this is an okay wager. Next pick, Green Bay +3. And, of course, this is the contest lines. At the time the lines are sent to the guys, it's the lines everyone has to use to keep it fair. Right now you can get the 3 and a hook if you like Green Bay. And Joe says, I like the Packers to win this big Monday nighter. Favre will get all the attention, but the Packers offense has a better quarterback in this matchup. Look for Green Bay to have a good day on both sides of the ball. I think he's right. At this point in their career, they probably do have the better quarterback. Lucky end of the game pass last week, tossed aside. On the other hand, Minnesota's got the better defense, a better running back, and a much better line. Probably on both sides of the ball. But Joe's on Green Bay +3, taking the underdog Packers, and for his best bet. Final pick, Seattle +10.5. I didn't read these ahead of time. I have to read this with a straight face. I'm sorry, Joe. Seattle +10.5 at Indy. The line looks too high for me this early in the season. Seattle isn't a terrible side, and the Colts may be 3-0, but their net points position suggests that a touchdown and field goal might be just a shade too big a handicap. Take Seattle for your best bet plus the 10.5. Being a Seattle fan, I don't know if 20.5 is enough, but that's just me because I'm a Seattle fan and I can't hate them enough. I realize in my lifetime I will never see a Seattle Super Bowl or a Baltimore Oriole World Series again, and I resign myself to that fact. Real quick, Ted Sevransky, Northwestern +6.5. Western Michigan +6.5. Iowa State -3. Baltimore, New England in the pros at over 44.5. Miami Dolphin in the pros at +2. And for Teddy's best bet, Arkansas -1. For Joe Saumarez Smith, we've got San Diego +6.5. Jets +7. Detroit +10. Jacksonville +3. Green Bay +3. And for his best bet, double-digit underdog, Seattle against the Indianapolis Colts. All the picks can be found at betrepublic.com as well as future matchups. See who's playing who at the website. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in and listening. Thanks to contestants for sending in their picks. Good luck with your plays, and we'll see you guys next week.